So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's YouTube? Darren here from Tier 4 Games. And thanks to Battles of Legends Heroes Revenge, I am bringing you an updated, or basically a brand new Vision Hero / Destiny Elemental Hero deck profile. Now, this deck basically uses a small Vision Hero engine to extend the plays, as well as using the brand new fusion spells that came out in Dark Neostorm to produce some of the biggest boss monsters from the Hero extra deck, both Destiny and Elemental. So, without further ado, I'm going to take you through the profile, show you exactly what we've got, explain why we've got it, and then give you a couple of additional choices that you can make when building this deck. So, we start off with triple of the brand new Vision Hero Faris. Now, the reason we play triple Faris is he is probably one of the best of the new Vision Hero monsters. So you can discard one other hero monster, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can place one Vision Hero monster from your deck, except Vision Hero Faris, in your spell and trap zone as a face-up continuous trap. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except himself. Now, the reason he works so well is he works really well alongside Vision Hero Increase. So this card is, if you take battle or effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you place this card from your graveyard into your spell and trap card zone as a face-up continuous trap. During your main phase, if this card is treated as a continual trap, you attribute one hero monster to special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the spell or trap zone, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck. So, when he is summoned, he then gets to summon your Vision Hero Vion from the deck. So you can see the synergy that works between a lot of these. There are a couple of other of the Vision Heroes. Their conditions when they're special summoned from the spell and trap card zone just aren't as consistent or as good as the rest. But as you can see, this basically just gets you into 2 heroes or 2 warrior monsters on the board to help extend your link plays. Then next up, we've got Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Such a good card. Came out in the tins from last year. Very good, very powerful, and it just special summons a level 4 or lower hero monster. Double Destiny Hero Malicious. Again, it still counts as a free summon. You want to be getting this guy into the graveyard, whether you're using it off of Vion, or whether you're just sending it there normally with something like Foolish Burial. And then that kind of gets your plays moving a little bit further forward as well. Additional free summon of a warrior and a hero, so you get to move plays in any direction you want, whether it's link or of course fusion. We've then got double Shadow Mist. Again, easy to send to the graveyard or of course to special summon as well. Makes it a lot easier to play around with. And one Strauss, because that is what we've got at the moment. Then we've got the one Elemental Hero Honest Neo, search this out quite easily. And then we've got a small Destiny Hero package. So these cards coming up next are all for the fusions. So we've got double Destiny, one Destiny Hero Plasma and one Destiny Hero Celestial. And then we've got one Rainbow Dragon and one Elemental Hero Neos. Now, I am playing both of the fusion spells in this deck, but the biggest risk that you do with that, as much as it does reward you with giving you another like a different style of boss monster, like Rainbow Neos is just such a defensive card in the sense that he's a 4500 beater, but he then gets to have the ability of ditching a card or tributing a card to clear your opponent's graveyard, their deck, or their field. So it does give you a lot of potential to kind of help recover or against certain decks stun them as well. But if you do want to focus more on the Destiny heroes, you can add an additional Destiny hero, because the way these work with the new fusion spell, is you make Destiny Hero Dominance, and then it gets destroyed during the end phase of the next turn. So then Dominance is reviving the 3 Destiny Heroes. So you've got Destiny Hero Plasma, Celestial, and of course at this moment in time, I believe it is, where are you, Malicious. So you've got your Destiny Heroes that you're going to be bringing back off of that. It just depends on if you want to make him more consistent, then you take these 2 out. If you want to make these more consistent, then you can probably bump these up. Then onto the standard hand traps with double Ash, and I personally quite like double Ogre in this moment in time. Obviously the format is going to be changing as we're now off season, but I still think Ogre puts in a heck of a lot of work and can catch a lot of people off guard right now, because people don't expect Ogre. They're like, Ogre's kind of like not as useful. So that when you actually hit their cards with an Ogre, like Salamangreat, if you hit their Gazelle, or if you just hit anything that stops them extending, Ogre can actually be a lot more useful than Ash sometimes. Onto the spells, we've got triple mask change. Of course, you've got a load of darks that you're going to be able to flip off into, or dark heroes that you can go to turn into Dark Law as well, that can also be put into Anki. So playing maxing out on this is quite advised. Triple Call by the Grave, again, you want all of your cards to go off. The last thing you want to do is play a hero lives, pay half your life points, and then let it get ashed. So you really do need to be able to get Call by the Grave off. Triple E emergency call, because having one Rodar, can you imagine if Rodar was at 3, this deck would have 6 searches for any of their warrior monsters. And then for the fusion spells, we've got double Destiny because it's more aggressive, and then the 1 Neos fusion for the defensive plays. You can put Dogma into the deck as well, because you can just bring him back from the graveyard when your Destiny fusion is destroyed. So this ratio is entirely down to you. Like I said, once you've made your decision on what fusion kind of area you want to play, you'd probably max out on that version and go from there. And then of course we've got the 1 Hero Lives and the 1 Reinforcement of the Army. And finally for the spells, the 1 Foolish Burial, just to get your Shadow Mist, or of course get your Malicious to the grave if you haven't already. And then finishing off the traps, we've got 2 Impermanents, just to be a little bit more defensive during our opponent's turn. So you've got your Ashes, your Ogres, and then if you're going first, you really want to be setting up like a Dark Law play that can really cause your opponent a lot of issues. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. Again, quite straightforward on what we're playing. So we've got the 1 Anki and the double Dark Law coming off of the mask changes. And then we've got the 1 Dian also coming off the mask change. We've got a Vision Hero Trinity because it only requires 3 heroes. The one card that I haven't put in here yet because I couldn't find it is Adoration. So it just requires 2 hero monsters. So it gives you 1 less than Vision Hero Trinity. And then you've got your Dominance and you've got your Rainbow Neos. Now obviously these are coming off of the Destiny Hero and the Neos fusion. Obviously one's a bit more aggressive, one's a bit more defensive, even though it has a bit more attack. It just gives you a couple of options to play around with. So this would probably be, or once you've made your decision between this, you'd probably put an Adoration in there because you shouldn't ever really need to go into 2 of either one of these. Then for the Link monsters, of course, we've got your double extra hero Cross Crusader and your 1 extra hero Wonder Driver. You can put the Link 3 in here if you wish as well, just to give you another option. But we want to be working around with Link 2s, and I'd probably take out the Isolde for that Link 2. Now the reason we're playing the Isolde is just for future build-up, the pure fact that you actually want to use its first effect to search rather than its second effect to send and equip and summon. Purely because we've got more heroes in this time, you don't actually want to be clogging your deck up with the equip spells. If you do play the Destiny Hero Dystopia, then it might be worth playing the equip spell, or at least 1, because you can banish the Phoenix Blade. Phoenix Blade attaches 2 dominance, and then that gives you technically a Trident during your opponent's turn. So that is another option for you there, as it only requires 2 Destiny monsters. And that's something with Super Poly that can come into the side deck, because Super Poly can actually be very good in this deck. It can help OTK, so during the battle phase, you go from a couple of battler monsters, turn one of them into a Dark Law attacks, does its damage, and then you can Super Poly using 2 heroes to go into Adoration and then finish your opponent off. Then of course we've got the standard Cerberus and Phoenix with your Unicorn in between, and then you've got the 1 Link 4 boss monster, which of course is going to be your Borrelsword Dragon. Again, it's not a necessity to have Borrelsword Dragon in this deck. It can be a Borreload, or you can play the Adoration. So there's a lot of things that you can play around with just to change it up a bit, and go with different angles on the deck. It's not a cut and dry, this is how you have to play it. There is a lot of variation with the Vision Heroes right now. In the pure fact that you can either play it pure, you can go more Destiny Hero focused, or you can go more Elemental Hero focused, which is always going to be fun. And then in September, we get the Evil Heroes, and I am actually super excited about those cards. I've got an Evil Hero deck built ready to go as of right now, like TCG legal, and then once those cards come out, it's just a whole new ball game. It's going to be very cool. Anyway, I hope you like this. I hope this gives you a couple of ideas on your own hero build. By all means, mix and match and have a bit of fun. Obviously, Vision Hero Faris is like an additional free summon, and then your other one, let's get his name right. Your Increase, there we go. I keep thinking it's Poison, don't know why. Your Increase is another additional summon, that can bring himself out, and especially summon another one from board. So even if you're tributing a monster, you're basically getting a nice little free one, but you do have to take battle damage or effect damage, which is a bit of a disappointment, but it happens. Anyway, that is it for the profile. We will have a lot more coming up from BLHR. I think the next one we've got is Muskets coming out, and then there's Pure Cyframes, and we also have a Blackluster Soldier that I want to be getting up for you guys as well. But for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, guys, happy dueling.
What's up YouTube, Dan here from YUGIOH. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always guys, happy dueling.